First of all, thank you for everyone to join us today. These are trying times. But before we start, the Senators want to offer their condolences to the Cave family and Colby's wife, Emily. I think it's important for us to thank all the frontline workers, the healthcare workers who are putting in long hours, the media who's informing us during these trying times. Also, I personally want to thank the grocery store workers, the beer store, and LCBO workers. To our fans, please stay patient and stay home. I think the first thing is that the health and safety of our players and our staff has been our biggest concern. Everyone is good now. So that's been the biggest priority for us as a management group, me as GM, is to make sure that everyone is okay. Every one of our players that travel back home followed the 14-day quarantine and made sure that they were healthy. Yeah, for us, it's business as usual. As people know, in the hockey world, some of the busiest time is after the season. Even though the season's still on pause, there's still a lot of work to be done. Obviously, we're preparing for a very important draft. We've been able to do 3 entry-level contracts. We're still negotiating with some potential European free agents. So when it comes to that, it's still business as usual for us. It seems that we're working as hard, if not harder, than if the circumstances were normal. To answer the second part of your question, we're really happy to sign 3 younger players on entry-level contracts. First one was Mark Kostelic. Mark was the captain of Calgary for the last few years. He's a high-character center who's got great attention to detail in his game. He does the little things well. He knows how to stay above the puck. He's someone that we see in the next few years in our lineup as a high-character two-way center. We also signed Jonathan Aspero, who I give a lot of credit to our amateur scouts. They were able to identify Jonathan as a late bloomer. He chose to come to Belleville as an overage instead of going back to junior. From there, he developed into one of our top 6 defensemen on a pretty good team at 20 years old, and we feel that he's a prospect with good hockey sense who knows to play the game in all 3 zones. And last but not least, Kevin Mandalese was a 6th-round pick of us a few years ago. He's developed into one of the better goalies in the Quebec League, goalie with size, good athletic ability, good reads. He's someone, that had a 925 save percentage, and I think the second closest was 918. And we're really happy to have these 3 players joining our ranks in the professional ranks. For our scouts, I think they were really well prepared for this draft. We knew heading into the trade deadline and heading into this year that this would be a draft that we would have a lot of picks. So our scouts did a good job of really, working hard, not that in the first half, and especially when we knew after January meetings that, this would be a draft that we would be heading into picks. We're ready. We were ready. We're even more ready, and we're looking forward to the draft. With our group, we told the players starting the day after we landed that they needed to stay home, respect the guidelines that the NHL had brought forward. And we knew that, all the players have recovered. They're all doing well. The 5 players and the 1 staff member, they didn't have many severe symptoms. And you know what? I think it's for the benefit of everyone. A bit of short-term pain will give us a lot of long-term gains as a team, as a society, as everything that we're trying to live for. Nos dépisteurs étaient prêts. Pour nous, on savait que ce repêchage était pour être un repêchage très important pour les Sénateurs d'Ottawa. On savait qu'on était pour avoir plusieurs choix, que ce soit en saison, après nos réunions de mi-saison au mois de janvier et après la date limite des échanges où est-ce qu'on a ajouté des choix. On est très bien préparé, surtout avec notre dépisteur-chef Trent Mann, qui a bien disposé de bien utiliser nos dépisteurs pour faire sûr que notre couverture était aussi bonne que dans aucune autre année. Vraiment content du travail que notre entraîneur DJ, son groupe d'entraîneurs a fait cette année. On a vu dans les facteurs importants dans notre croissance comme équipe, on regarde notre structure est différente et plus apte au style de jeu avec plus de jeunes dans notre alignement. Notre niveau de compétition à tous les matchs a été très bon, sauf pour quelques matchs. On a pris un gros pas pour être une meilleure équipe. Chaque entraîneur a son style et le style de DJ semble bien approprié pour qu'est-ce qu'on veut accomplir comme une équipe dans le futur.